Hello everyone, welcome back. Part 2, Mariah. Let's actually get some stars this time. Excuse me. Alright, the level then is Bomu no Senjou. Bomu meaning bomb, surprisingly. Hei meaning like a soldier, so it's bomb soldier. Not just, linking the nouns together. Senjou. So sen meaning like battle, and jo meaning like place or scene. So in this case, battlefield is the best, the best English translation. But yeah, the place of battle sort of thing. And then we've got yama meaning mountain, not ue meaning top or above. In this case, top though. This is the top. No. So yeah, this just links the nouns together again, doesn't it? It's the mountains, tops, bom king, which is just English, isn't it? Bomb king. So the bomb king on top of the mountain. Let's go. We have Oto. Koko wa kiken na senjou no domannaka. Oto. I think it's just like uh-oh, basically, isn't it? I think. Just kind of like a whoops. And then koko meaning here. Kiken na senjou. Kiken is like danger or dangerous. Na just required for this type of adjective. Unsurprisingly known as na adjectives to link the adjective to the noun. Kiken na senjou, which as we've said is battlefield. Na domannaka. We saw mannaka in the explanation for the controls. It was mannaka ni tsuiteru 3D stick. And this is do mannaka, which I suppose just adds emphasis to the fact that it's the very middle. It's like the very middle of the battlefield. It would be a bit like probably saying like slap bang in the middle. I suppose is what this whole word kind of means. Domannaka. And then we've got e, meaning picture. E is the picture that we jumped into to enter the course. So that's what it means. E no naka no sekai ni wa Koopa ga nusunda power star ga aru. So I suppose I could go back to that kind of going through each sentence word by word, like literally. So like picture, inside, world, Koopa, stole, power stars, are or exist or is or whatever. So Naka is inside, Sekai is world, Koopa is Koopa or Bowser, Nusumu is to steal, and nusunda is the past tense of that. So stole, power star, ga aru. Aru used for non-living things or objects or whatever. So there are power stars, stolen power stars in the picture worlds. Mazu wa akai bonuhe ni hanashi kakete miru to ii. So mazu again, saying like first. Akai bonuhe. Akai is like the adjective form of red. So the red bomb soldier, or bomb soldiers perhaps. Ni towards or to. Hanashi kakete. Hanashi kakeru. Sorry, excuse me. Well, hanasu is to talk. And then I suppose we're kind of making this into its own whole word, which is hanashi kakeru. And kakeru means to start doing something or to... Well, it has lots of meanings. Kakeru is a tough one. But yeah, hanashi kakeru means to start talking to someone, basically. Hanashi kakete miru, making it into a kind of experimental trying out of something. It's like try starting a conversation with them in a kind of experimental way, like what happens if, not in a try as in make effort to, but a try as in, yeah, see what happens sort of thing. Hanashi kakete miru to ii. And this E at the end means like good, or like, you know, favourable, agreeable, or whatever. And with to in this case, to E and this whole thing, it means like you should. It would be like a good idea to try talking to the red bomb soldiers. And then we have B botan de hanashi ga dekiru. So like through the use of or using the B button, hanashi, like discussion or conversation, has lots of meanings. Sort of means those sorts of things though, like discussion, conversation, story, that sort of stuff. Hanashi ga dekiru, and dekiru meaning just like to be able to. Yeah, just means like to be able to. So you can talk using the B button. It's like literally backwards, isn't it? Kitto chikara ni natte kureru hazu da. So kitto means like for sure or undoubtedly. Yeah, or like definitely. Chikara ni natte kureru. Chikara being power. And then as a phrase, chikara ni naru means to like be helpful, I suppose. I'll just look it up anyway, see if there's any better translations of it. To be helpful, to be dependable. Yeah, so it's just to help you. They will definitely help you, sort of thing. Chikara ni natte kureru, and then kureru. It kind of is like a. That's kind of tough to explain, actually, isn't it? Kureru is like when something is done for you. It is done by someone like above you, kind of, because they're doing it for you. You sort of modestly take it. So it's natte kureru. So they do it downwardsly for you. Like you kind of consider them to be, you know. I suppose it's kind of polite, perhaps, to consider your helper to be above you, and they're sort of doing something downwardly towards you, like. So that's kind of the form, natte kureru, often attached to the end of te form verbs. Natte kureru, and just to sort of give you the other side, like, were we doing something for this dude? It would be like, let's say, for example, I don't know, we found his hat for him or something. Let's just make something up, right? We found his hat. We'd say, boshi wo does that work? Mitsukete ageru. Anyway, the point is that if you do something for someone else, you're doing it upwardsly for them. You're doing it to them upwardly, like, you know. So you do it ageru. You don't use kureru for other people. You use ageru. But yeah, commonly used. You'll see these a lot. So yeah, that's what happens. I can't explain it, and that was a bad example. But yeah. I think they use the kanji. This one actually is the kanji for downwards, and then ageru is the kanji for upwards, so kind of makes sense. And then hazu da. Hazu just means like that there is an expectation, or that, and in that sense, it's like they should. Not the should that if they don't, it's bad for everyone, but they should, as in we expect them to. They should help you. If we ask for it. And then we've got kanban wo yomu toki mo tachidomatte B botan. So we've basically just got what Lakitu was saying outside, right? The signs read time also. Stand still, B button. Again, no verb, just says B button. Yeah, that's pretty. We've explained it. That's fine. A ka B botan de susumeru. I think this is regarding the text boxes, which is kind of funny because we've been doing that the whole time. But it's saying A or this ka here, sort of meaning or, so either A or B. Botan de susumeru. So using the A or B button, you can advance. I think this is like the. Wait a minute, I'm not sure. This is either the potential form of susumu, which means to advance, and the intransitive form of advance, susumeru. So either you can advance the. No, I don't. Wait, is that right? You can advance yourself through text, or it's the transitive susumeru, which is this is the dictionary form of that verb, which means to advance something else. So you proceed something else through something, susumeru. Eika B botan de susumeru. So it could be that. Cause the text to advance by using the A or B buttons. Anyway, that's what's going on anyway. Mae ni tatsu dake de hanashi kakeru doubutsu mo imasu. I hate this comma. This comma's ridiculous. We'll go over why in a second. But yeah, mae ni. So mae is in front or before. Ni, like just, that's just like a location marker sort of thing, isn't it? So in front. Tatsu, stand. Dake de, so like merely through standing in front. Hanashi kakeru, start a conversation. Doubutsu is like moving objects, which, or less literally, animals, and like living things. Doubutsu is animals. Mo imasu, also there are. So there are also animals that you can talk to, begin talking to, merely through standing in front and pressing the B button. I think. Chotto anata. I think this is just like, he's just kind of getting our attention, Anata is you, chotto is a little, so it's like hold it there, you, sort of thing. I think. Just 1 second, you there, kind of thing. And then we've got kono saki wa kiken desu yo. Excuse me. Yeah, kono saki. So kono is like this, and then you have to have a noun with it to, otherwise it, yeah, you just have to have a noun with kono. So kono saki. So this, and saki is like forwards. So kono saki is like this forwards point. So from here on, beyond this point, after this kind of thing. So yeah, all of this stuff over behind him over here is kono saki. It's like everything ahead of us, I guess. Wa kiken desu yo, like just, dangerous. And then yo at the end just to make it, kind of like what's the word? A bit more of an exclamation, I suppose. Konosaki wa kiken desu yo. It's like it's dangerous over there. Soko de adobaisu desu. So soko de, I think he's saying like through that point, or like having said this, in addition to this information sort of thing, at that point in the conversation, advice. I have advice for you, basically. 空から降ってくる水爆弾を避けて橋を2つ渡るとあちらの陣地です。So sora is the sky, kara is from, so from the sky. Futte kuru, furu is to fall. You say it about rain and stuff, so that's fall. And then kuru is just like a direction thing, basically. That is, they will fall come. They will come falling, so they'll come down to us, falling. Futte kuru, mizu is water. Bakudan is like an exploding shell or an exploding like bullet, exploding ammunition. So basically a bomb. So it's a water bomb. Wo yokete, yokeru means to evade or to dodge or to avoid. Hashi is bridge. I may have said that wrong. I don't know which direction the pitch wants to go. Is it hashi or hashi? I don't know. I think it changes depending on where in Japan you're from as well. So, yeah, difficult to know. Hashi wo futatsu, just a general counter for two. Futatsu. Wataru, meaning just to cross. To achira. Achira. Achira is just like that place over there, isn't it? Jinchi. So yeah, I guess these are just like together these. Jinchi is apparently like a military encampment or a position. So it's Achira no Jinchi, so that encampment over there. Des. I don't know what he wants to say though. He's just saying the you know, dodge the water bombs that fall coming from the sky. Cross the two bridges. And that encampment over there. There's no verb for this. I guess it's just saying, you know, you'll arrive there, or that's how you get to that place. But as I've said, there's not really like a verb in that last bit of the sentence. Yama no ue no bomu kingu wa sugoku chikara mochi desu. So mountain, top, bomb king, incredibly. Sugoi, isn't it? Everyone knows what sugoi means. Sugoku. So incredibly, chikara mochi, just like mochi meaning kind of like the noun form of motsu, which means to possess or to have, and then chikara is power, so possessor of power, I suppose you could see it as, or, you know, he's just a very powerful being or person. Katsugi agerarenai you ni kiotsukete kudasai. So katsugu is to like pick something up. I think it has a specific way. It says here to shoulder, to carry on one's shoulder. So I guess it's kind of, yeah, specifically like to pick someone up in that way. That's what katsugu is anyway. Katsugi ageru would mean like to lift someone upwardly, I suppose. Ageru meaning up, or to raise. So yeah, to lift them up. And then rarenai at the end makes it into like the I don't like the word it's used, but like it's the passive form. So it means, it kind of puts it in the passive voice, I suppose. So it's like, and then nai at the end, so it's, you know, negative. So it's like not to be picked up. Yeah, not be picked up, basically. And then yo is, it means like so that. So it's like so that not get picked up. And yeah, usually you put ni on the end as well. Yo ni. So to so that not get picked up. So in order to not get picked up. Or so that you do not get picked up. Katsugi agerarenai you ni kiotsukete kudasai. So again, same as like what the Lakatu said outside, like take care, be wary, yeah, take care. Kudasai, just making it into a slightly more polite kind of bit of advice or a request or whatever. Bokura akabomu hei wa anata no mikata desu. So bokura, this la on the end is kind of, it's also another form of like a pluralizer. So I suppose boku tachi or bokura, they're kind of like, they're the same essentially. This is just like we, red bomb soldiers, aka bomb hei. And it's funny, he's gone with aka bomb hei, not akai bomb hei. So I suppose akai is the adjective form, you know, red as an adjective, and aka is like, I suppose this makes it kind of nounish. So it's like we are the red bomb soldiers, and the red bomb soldiers is kind of a noun rather than the red being an adjective to modify the noun. I don't know. I think that's kind of the difference, but there's not really much of a difference if you put it in English. But yeah, bokura aka bomb hei wa anata no mikata desu. So you, ally. And this no in the middle links them together, therefore makes it kind of possessive. So we are your ally. Mikata. Yeah. Itsu demo hanashikakete kite kudasai ne. So itsu demo, itsu is when. Demo means like, kind of means like even, I guess. And mo is kind of inclusive here of, you know, of like all times. Basically, this means whenever, at any time, whenever you like, sort of thing. Itsudemo. Hanashikakete, kite. So come and like start a conversation with us anytime, and then kudasai. You know, just making it politer, and then ne at the end, just kind of like seeking agreement or like encouraging agreement in a kind of a friendly kind of way, like itsudemo hanashikakete kudasai, hanashikakete kite kudasai ne, like, you know, like come talk whenever, you know, sort of thing. That's him done. Let's go and fight Bomb Boy. Whoops. Whoops. So yeah, as I said, I'll get all the stars, and I'm not gonna like read like all the text, because I'll just get I'll get like burnt out. If I have to read all the signs and stuff, I'm just going to read all of the sort of required text. And I might do some little bonus bits. If one of the videos is going to be like quite short, then I'll do some bonus bits, I suppose. Okay, so we've got washi ga bomu kengo, tsumari bakudan no osama da. So washi, just meaning I, commonly used by kind of more like elderly men, probably sort of 60 plus. You might start saying washi. Although it might just be a, you know, like a remnant of, you know, of the past, like probably people who you know, get older nowadays probably won't start saying this. Maybe they might do. I really don't know, but you know, this could just be an old way of saying I that is still therefore used by the people who, you know, were growing up during that past time, but yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, just I, Bomukenge, meaning Bomb King. Tsumari, meaning sort of like to put it in other words. Yeah, I think that'll do. Just like in other words. Bakudan is bomb, not Osama. Osama meaning king. I suppose just kind of put in because, you know, it's not necessarily, it's not guaranteed that, like, you know, Japanese kids are going to know what king means. So I probably just put in here to translate it for the Japanese. Yoku kokomade kita. Yoku is kind of like, in this case, it's like you've done well to do something, or like well done on here until coming. So you've done well to come here, or yeah, well done on coming here. That sort of vibe. I hope. I think that's what it is. And then sono yuki wa homete yarao. So sono yuki, so that bravery, that braveness. Wa homeru means to, like, to praise, or to commend, I suppose. Homete yarao. And then this yaru at the end is like, I suppose it's a little bit, what's the word? Homete yaru. It's a little bit rough, I suppose. A little bit rough sounding. You wouldn't say this to someone, you know, that you kind of have to show any sort of respect towards, I suppose. Homete yarao. And I think it's like, it's this kind of volitional form, I suppose, to sort of fully commit to doing that. Maybe it sort of shows real, you know, commitment to doing it. Perhaps it's like, I really praise your bravery, kind of thing. Maybe. Tuwaie, I think. This basically means however. I do not know why, but it basically just means however. Omae ni tada de daiji na power star wo yaru wake ni wa ikan. So omae, I'm sure you know this word. It means, you know, you, in kind of a rude way. Ni, so to you. Tada de, like, kind of means like as simple as that, or merely, or for free. Kind of means like for free, just like that. Daiji na power star. Daiji means like valuable or precious to yourself, I suppose. Daiji na, yeah, it's like precious. Na, just required again. This is a na adjective, so it's just required to modify the noun. Power star wo yaru wake ni wa ikan. So yaru, again, kind of a crude-ish, not crude, but rough, kind of a rough way of saying to give. So I can't just give this to you. Wake ni wa ikanai means, it's kind of a whole phrase on its own. Wake ni wa ikanai means to not be able to do something out of like a sense of duty or like morality. It's like, I can't just give it to you. You know, I can't just give you this star, this valuable star for nothing. I can't just give it to you. Obviously it doesn't, you know, it's not potential form, because he literally, you know, he can just give it to us potentially. It'd be easy. He just gives us the star. But this is like a duty or morality kind of way. He can't just give us the star. Soko de chansu wo yarao. So he's saying just like, you know, at this point in the conversation, or at this point in our story together, or whatever, at this point in this situation, at this point, chansu wo yarao, like, I will give you a chance. I'll give you a chance to get the star, I guess. Power star ga hoshkereba washi wo nage tobashite mirao. So power star, hoshi means to be desirable. It's not a verb, so it's better to translate it as probably, to be desirable. So if the power star is desirable to you, or if you want the power star, a less literal translation, then washi ni nage tobashite miro. Try throwing me through the air, sort of thing. Nage tobasu, I suppose, is to throw and cause to fly. So to throw him, essentially. Nage tobashite mirao. This is like miru, but it's the imperative form. It's like you sort of, tell it, bring it on, try it out, sort of thing. So it becomes miro. This is like the the conditional form of these kinds of e-adjectives. Hoshkereba. If it is desirable, if you want the power star, try throwing me. And then ushiro kara katsugeru ka. So katsugu, as we said, was to like lift something on your shoulder. Katsugeru is the potential form of that. So and then it's a question at the end. So it's like, are you able to carry? Can you carry? And then ushiro is like behind. Kara again is like from. So from behind. Can you carry? There's no object in this sentence. Well, there's no subject either, so he's not even saying, can you carry me? Both you and me are omitted, so it's just saying, from behind, can carry? But yeah, that's what he's saying. It's like saying, can you lift me from behind? I suppose sa is like, well then, or like, well now, or, let's go, kind of vibe to it. Kakate kuru, I suppose, would be simply to, to come at you, to come at me, sort of thing. Koi is the imperative form of kuru. So it's like kakate koi, meaning come at me. Well now, come at me. So we will. I'm sure the text will get a bit shorter in later videos, so I'm actually going to throw him off. I might only do this star in this video because there's a lot of text. So we'll see what he says if you throw him off like that. So that's just like, I suppose that's kind of like tutting, isn't it? Like tut tut tut. Otodao. Jougai ni nageru no wa hansoku da. Jougai? I guess that's like the outside the stage or outside the arena. Let's just have a look here. Yeah, okay, outside the hall or stadium or off the premises. So jougai, so yeah. Arena out. To, nageru meaning to throw. So throwing, and then no wa here, so throwing me out of the arena. Hansoku da. Soku is basically like rules or, what's the word? Not countermeasure. What's the word? Rules and, I have to look it up. Hansoku. What is soku? Principles? Regulations, I think I meant that. Conventions, yeah, that sort of thing. And then han is like anti or against. So it's like anti-rules or against the rules. Hansoku da. And then lingu no ue de fair ni tatakao de wa nai ka. So ring just meaning ring, I suppose, like a wrestling ring. Not... Wait, is it? Yeah, I think so. Not ue de. Oh, okay, so above, or just meaning on top of the ring. So rather than throwing him out of the ring, you remain on the ring and, you know, and throw him in whilst on the ring, sort of thing. De is just, you know, on, like to do a verb on top of a location, basically, is de, is what de's used for. Fair, I just guess meaning fair, like fair play. Fair ni, I guess just makes it like an adverb saying like fairly. Tatakao. Tatakao means to like fight or battle. So tatakao, that's like volitional form, isn't it? But so I suppose it's like, yeah, it's sort of suggesting perhaps. It's like, let's fight. Yeah, let's fight, and then dewanai, I suppose, makes it into a, you know, sort of negates it with a question at the end. Like, let's fight. No. Or less literally, you know, are we not going to fight fairly on top of the ring? Yeah, I feel like that's as good a translation as you're going to get from me. Come here, dude. Nice. Damn, look at him. Damn, he's good. What the? Oi! Don't fall out, dude. Nice. Okay. And then we just go, oh, itete. So this is just a noise, isn't it? Oh. And then itete, I think that's like, well, itai means like painful, or yeah, it basically means painful, but it's used to mean like that hurts or whatever. So I guess itete is just like a kind of a rougher way of saying itai. I hope, because that's what I'm committing to. And then mawari komi no hayasa wa mada mada da ga. Naka naka tsuyoi na. Mawari komi. So mawari komi? Wrap around. Like, it makes sense, doesn't it? So like we were trying to go around him. But it's kind of a weird word to me. Mawari komu, I suppose, could mean like to commit to getting around something. I don't know. Well, this kind of seems to just mean, you know, like, you know, getting around to his back, just going around, getting around him. Not hayasa. Hayai means fast, and then hayasa makes it into like a noun of fastness, so it's like your fastness or your speed. So you're like getting around me speed. Mada mada means like a long way to go until the end, or a long way, lot of improvement needed in this case. Mada mada, like you have a long way to go before your speed is sort of, you know, decent. Da nga. Da, just a declarative added onto this. Doesn't really do anything, just adds... Just a declarative at the end. And then ga is, you know, in this case means kind of like but. It's like your speed needs a lot of work, but naka naka tsuyoi na. Naka naka means like considerably, or like a good amount, basically. So you are a good amount strong. You are considerably strong. Tsuyoi is strong. And then na is just kind of like, he's just kind of seeking agreement in like a blokish kind of way. I suppose kind of rhetorically seeking agreement. You know, tsuyoi na, sort of that sort of thing. Omae no yona kerai ga hoshikatta zo. So, omae meaning you, kind of rude way of saying you. No yona, like you. So, yeah, well, I'll get the next word. Kerai. Kerai is like a servants to a king. So he's saying, I better do the next word as well. Hoshikatta, meaning to, like, was desirable, to have been desirable. And so he's saying he wanted, I suppose, he wanted servants like Mario, like you. So I wanted servants like you, if only my servants were more like you, kind of thing. Yeah, that's what's going on. And then Hajime no yakusoku dori power star wo yarao. Hajime just meaning like the beginning or the start. No, just linking it to the next noun. So like my initial promise, dori. Dori is like the way, isn't it? So dori means like, yeah, the way of the original, the way of my first promise. So as I said, as I initially promised, basically. Power star wo yalo. I will give you, or I am committed to giving you this power star, I suppose. Mata washi ni aitai toki kono star wo menu kara elabu ga yoi. Mata, kind of like, yeah, I think in this case this is like again. It's like, again, I want to meet time. So I shouldn't have translated that as I, it should be me. So again, me want to meet time, when you want to meet me again. Kono star wo, this star, menu kara, from the menu, elabu ga yoi. Erabu meaning to select, and then yoi, I suppose, means like, you know, to be favourable or whatever, to yeah, be favourable. And in this case, it's just kind of like, you should choose the star. Choose this star from the menu when you want to meet me again. And then Salabaja is just kind of a quite old and kind of rough, I suppose, maybe like ninja-y kind of way, or samurai kind of way of talking. Basically it just means, you know, goodbye. But yeah, kind of samurai-ish, I think. Sarabaja. Yeah, that's that. Cheers, buddo. Oh, we've got Kyachi at the end there, saying you got, I suppose, or you caught this star. Then we have Seibushite Tsuzukeru, so save and like continue. Seibushite Owaru, just save, finish. Seibushinaide Tsuzukeru, without saving, continue. Oh yeah, we've got all of this text now, don't we? Alright, we've got Nusumareta Power Star wo Torikayeshita. As we discussed before, like Nusumu is to steal, and Nusumareru is the passive, or the, yeah, like you have this verb done to you, I suppose. Yeah, makes it passive voice and that. So the stolen power star, or of the, no, I won't go down there. Stolen power star took return, I suppose, or took back. Torikayeshita. Yeah, toru is to take, kayesu is to return something to somewhere. And in this case, combined together, it's, you know, took back. So you got back a stolen power star. Koopa ga tojite shimatta doa o akerareru you ni natta zo. So Koopa, tojiru means to close. And tojite and then shimao is like an undesirable action that we didn't want to happen, I suppose. So therefore tojite shimatta is the past tense of that, and we are the ones that didn't want that to happen, of course. Koopa did it. Tojite shimatta. Doa is door, unsurprisingly. Akerareru you ni natta zo. So again, like, can open, so that became. So again, kind of backwards, it would just be like, it became such that, or so that you can now, you can open the door that Koopa unfavorably closed, undesirably closed. Something along those lines. Nikai no pichi no heya, ikai no toride no heya, futatsu no heya no doa ga hiraku. So nikai just meaning like the second floor, pichi no heya, peach room, ikai first floor, toride meaning fortress, heya room, futatsu no heya no doa ga hiraku. 2 rooms doors will open, will open. Yeah, will open basically, or you know, you will open, I suppose. Might be able to work here. Tsugi no star wo torikaeshi, oshiro no minna wo sukue. Tsugi meaning next, star is star, torikaesh is, you know, to take back, as we discussed earlier. Oshiro is castle. Not minna. Minna means like everyone, doesn't it? So everyone in the castle, or the castle's everyone. Wo sukue. A suku is to save, and then, you know, you just change it to the e of the same hiragana line, suku e, to make it like imperative. So save everyone in the castle. Monster tachi wa don chikara wo tsukete kiteiru. So monster is monster, tachi is that pluralizer, so the monsters. Don is like steadily, in like increments, I suppose, like they will kind of get increasingly. Chikara wo tsukete kiteiru, they will get increasingly power, attached to them, is a clunky and, you know, literal translation, but it's like, you know, they will become more powerful bit by bit, I suppose, that sort of thing. Kite iru, again, just meaning like to come, and this is kind of a continuous thing, so it's like they will, you know, they are becoming more and more powerful as we go. Yeah, and then isoge Mario. Isogu means to like hurry or to rush or to do something quickly, so isoge is the imperative form. Mario is Mario. Surprise, surprise. Oshiro no ichi daiji da. Oshiro is the castle. Ichi daiji, I believe, just means like a dire situation or an important situation. I'll just have a little look here. Oh yes, serious affair. Serious issue, I guess. And that's that. That 1 star and all that level and everything took ages, so I'm going to stop this video here. And yeah, I suppose hopefully get on with the rest of the stars of this level in the next video. So yeah, you know, check out the text document and all that. Yeah, and thanks for watching. Hope it was worth it. and I'll see you next time.